The great house of Collinwood stands in the 20th century as it did in the 18th, a silent witness to the tragedies of the Collins family, then and now. For time has been suspended here. The clock's hands have stopped as a result of a seance, and the girl who is missing, whose journey to the year 1795 began in this room, at this table, that girl now is about to die. Convicted of witchcraft and sentenced to hang. And now, 2 moments in time are parallel. During one tick of a clock in 1968, months have passed in 1795. Now, only seconds remain.
You want a mask?
Remember, Vicky. Remember, somehow I'll find you again. No matter what happens now, I'll find you. Remember what I'm saying. Remember. Remember.
One woman still stands at the gallows, her death nearer and nearer, and 2 moments in time are parallel, and the great clock suddenly starts again. The members of the seance stare in horror and disbelief, for where Victoria Winters sat, there is a stranger who was on her way to this estate 170 years ago. A stranger to all except one man who lived then as well as now.
I don't understand.
Vicky!
What's going on?
Vicky!
I don't understand. I think
She's not here.
She's not there.
She's not outside.
How
I
do
don't
you
know
know
where she was.
she's
Here
here?
just a minute ago.
She has to be here. She has to be here. I don't understand.
What are you doing here? May God have mercy on your unrepentant soul. It's not her. That's not the prisoner. She's not the one we hanged.
It's Vicky.
What happened?
It's not possible.
Is she all right?
What happened to Miss Wick?
Look at her clothes.
No one left this room. I was standing at the door. Here, put her in the car, Chief.
I don't understand.
Roger, call a doctor.
Yes.
No, that's not necessary.
What do you mean?
Miss Hoffman.
She is still alive. Her pulse is very slow, Mrs. Stoddard.
Obviously something is wrong. I shall call a doctor.
I will take care of her, Mrs.
Don't
Stoddard.
be ridiculous, Julia.
I'm a doctor.
Miss Hoffman.
I owe you an explanation, I know, and you shall have it, but trust me for now. Have you some smelling salts?
Yes, I know where they are.
Shall I trust you, Carolyn?
Why shouldn't you?
What are we going to do, Liz? We simply can't forget that other woman who was here. What's happened to her? Where is she? We'd better search the house.
Roger, wait.
Vicky. Vicky. Vicky, it's Barnabas.
Barnabas. Why, Millicent was right. She said you were dead. Oh, I'm so glad. Barnabas, why didn't you want anyone to know that you were alive? I don't understand. Mrs. Collins,
What did you call me?
your clothes. Julia! Roger! I'm back! I'm back! I didn't die! I didn't die!
Why?
Where has she been? Barnabas, find out what this is all about.
Not now, Roger. Roger, will you help me?
Miss Hoffman.
Yes, I'm going to take her up to her room and give her a sedative. She's in some kind of shock.
Are you sure that...
I'm sure that I'm qualified, yes. Quite sure, Mrs. Stoddard.
I'll help you.
No, thank you. I prefer Roger to thank you.
Of course. Come along.
You'll be all right now, Vicky. What is it?
My arm.
Let me see.
What is it?
Those marks on your neck.
Oh, they hurt.
They look like rope burns.
Well, that's impossible.
Oh, Vicky, what happened? Where have you been?
I don't know.
But you must remember something.
Barnabas.
You mentioned Millicent.
Millicent Collins.
Millicent Collins, why, she lived over 200 years ago.
I don't know. I don't know.
What are you doing in that dress? There's so many questions to ask.
This is not the time for the questions. Come, help me.
Yes,
Take her
I'll
upstairs.
talk to you later, Vicky.
That will not be necessary.
Are you in charge here?
For the moment, yes.
Come on, easy.
Vicky, ask Millicent. What?
Carolyn, come along and help me with her, will you?
Is there anything I can do?
I will send for you as soon as I think it's wise.
Barnabas,
Yes.
you had a premonition about tonight, didn't you? You didn't want to have the seance.
No, I didn't.
And that girl that never left this room, where is she?
Back in the time she belongs, I gather.
What? She said she was coming to care for Sarah Collins and that her carriage had overturned.
Sarah died in 1795.
Yeah. The family history book will tell whether there's a Phyllis Wick or not. Where is the book? It was here. Roger insisted on it being on the table. Where is it?
Well, more important things have happened here this evening than the loss of a book.
You sound as though you know what had happened. Please tell me if you do.
I know nothing, of course.
But you implied that Miss Wick was living back in the past. Somewhere does the past repeat itself constantly?
Well, I cannot believe that.
But you said.
Oh, I mean, I do not want to believe it.
But the short time Miss Wick was in this room, Vicky didn't even have time to get into that dress.
Well, perhaps their time is different from ours. Perhaps a A moment of our time is a month or a year of theirs.
You really do believe it, don't you?
Oh, Elizabeth.
You really do believe that Vicky saw Millicent Collins?
No, no.
You do. I can tell by your face that you do. You always have knowledge that we don't.
That is not true, Elizabeth.
You know that Miss Hoffman is a doctor?
I found that out, yes.
Well, why didn't you tell us when you did? For the same reason you're not telling me what you figured happened this evening?
Well, excuse me. I've given her a sedative, but she asks for you.
Thank you.
No, Barnabas. She's asking for Mrs. Stoddard.
You're not going to let me see her, are you?
You are worried, aren't you?
And you're enjoying it.
You really believe that she was in the past, don't you, Barnabas? What will you do if your beloved Vicky is telling Mrs. Stoddard now? You're always in such control of everything and everybody. It's quite interesting to see you when you aren't. Is she asleep, Mrs. Stoddard?
She seems to be.
Good, because I'd like to try and explain.
I don't think tonight is the time, Miss Hoffman.
Oh, please, please let me. I came here because I needed a change. My work at my hospital was getting to be too much. Frankly, I thought I was in danger of having a nervous breakdown if I continued to work. Dr. Woodard knew of my interest in the history of the area and of your family's part in it. I am writing a book, Mrs. Stoddard. That much is true. I hope you'll let me stay and finish it. You're all right now, Vicky. I've taken care of it.
It hurts.
What's wrong?
A bullet wound, I would guess.
That's impossible.
Look at this bandage that she had wrapped on it. And it was wrapped around her arm as if it had no tape.
But how could she have been shot?
The wound was not from a modern bullet.
How long ago was the wound made, can you tell?
About a few weeks, I would guess.
But I see her every day.
Peter! Peter!
Vicky,
Mrs. Collins, you have to save it before he hangs as I... Oh. My neck. My neck. The mask.
What mask?
I couldn't see Peter, but I heard him calling to me. And then they put the rope around my neck.
Where were you, Vicky?
The gallows. And then a man said, Victoria Winters. I can't forget his voice. He said, Victoria Winters, may God have mercy on your unrepentant soul. And that's when I began to drop.
Vicky, you're all right now.
Yes, now you are.
It's all over. You're back at Collinwood.
But where's Peter?
Vicky, who is Peter?
Peter. Peter. I do know someone called Peter. How? Where? Where was I? What happened to me? Peter! Peter, help me! Help me!
You've been sleeping for some time now. You must rest.
No.
Well, at least let me get you a cup of tea.
No, no, thank you. You go on.
But Roger and Barnabas are waiting to hear about it. I wouldn't know what to say to them. You're so definite about what happened.
It is my cross in life that everything I do or say seems definite.
Come, please, I don't know what to say to them.
I should stay here.
Well, as a favor to me?
I owe you many favors.
Vicky? Vicky? Wake up, my dear. It's Barnabas.
Barnabas?
Are you feeling better, my dear?
Barnabas?
I know I shouldn't have come to your room, but I was concerned about you.
Why did Josette tell me that you were dead?
Vicky.
She came to the jail. Why was I in jail?
No, my dear. You are back safe in Collinwood.
I'm so confused, Barnabas.
Are you? Why?
About you.
Why should you be confused about me?
Because when Josette came to the jail, she blamed me for killing you. I never put a curse on you. You did never think I put a curse on you, did you?
Of course I didn't. Never. I haven't been aware that there is a curse on me.
Poor Josette. I tried to stop her death. I told the Countess. What did I tell the Countess? I told her that she would lose a ring on the day she would die, a black onyx ring, like yours. But they told me that you were dead. I don't remember anything else. Only that...
Only what? Only what, Vicky?
Only that you weren't dead. But that's a secret Millicent told me.
Do you know why it is a secret?
I was there.
Do you know?
I was there. I was.
Vicky!
Get out, Barnabas.
No.
You will leave this room immediately. You are disturbing my patient. Leave, or I will call Mrs. Stoddard and Roger. Do not come back again. She will not be alone all night.
Frightened him.
Yes.
I didn't want to. Julia, I was there. I was in another time. With people that I'll never see again. Oh, Julia, what am I going to do? What?
You must divert the eminent Dr. Hoffman tomorrow evening. I don't care how.
I'm not sure I can.
I must be with her alone.
With Vicky. But you were tonight.
Yes, but not long enough.
What are you going to do?
Whatever I must.
But what?
She must talk with me alone, or she will never speak again.